Well, hi everyone, this is DearMamaSal, and I'm out and about today, and I'm off to go and mail a package off that contains the first of the pendants that I've sold. So, yay! For those of you who haven't been to DearMamaSal.com and looked at the shop tab, I've got pendants and magnets and all sorts of things that are available to you there. However, the thing I wanted to talk about today because it's Martin Luther King Day for me when I'm recording this, is that I have a dream. It's a bit of a nightmare, actually. I was just thinking, you know, what memories do I have of Martin Luther King Day? I was asked to do a speech, and for those of you who don't know, I used to be a professional speaker and internationally. I was asked to do a speech for Toastmasters. No, Toastmistresses in the days when they were separate. Anyway, and you know, they're all experts at this sort of stuff, right? They are very picky and they do it all right. And I always have a memory of being invited out to lunch with the president of Toastmasters, and I remember him saying that he hated me, and I thought that was really cute because that takes courage. And when I asked him why, he said, because we teach everybody all the right things to do. And I'm going, so help me here, why do you hate me because of that? And he said, because you break every rule in the book and you do something that we cannot teach. I go, really? And he said, yeah. When you speak, everybody in the room feels like you're talking directly with them. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen time and time again. I've sat in audiences where you've been speaking, and he said, you touch them at the soul. And I went, and you can't teach that? Why did the little kid in me really like that? Anyway, and then I let him pay for lunch. So here's the thing. The thing that I wanted to talk about was, you know, what do I remember about Martin Luther King Day? Well, I had to do a speech once around that time, and for some reason I didn't do my usual sort of speech. I decided to try and do a good one. I should know better than that. Now, doing a good one meant that, you know, what could I learn from Dr. King's speech? And the one thing that I learned was, you know, you could repeat the same thing over and over again, like I have a dream. You could repeat it over and over again, and if you were lucky, you know, it would have impact, as it did, and still does. Yeah, well, I didn't do it very well. I mean, that would be honest. I didn't do it very well. And I had a room full of experts who were judging me. And I could see them judging me. I could see them marking their little score sheets or whatever. I want to tell you, you don't want to do that. That's not fun. Anyway, so you can probably understand that I was very keen to finish this speech and get on with my life. And I thought, how do I take this bad speech and make it better? I mean, how do I turn this around? Because I'm tanking wonderfully well. And then I realized something, and I actually realized that sometimes it really helps if you can face the dragon. So I looked at the audience and I said, now I know you've all been marking me, and I know from the amount that you've been writing that you probably need a pencil sharpener around about now, because you've been marking me so much from what I could see from here. And I'm pretty certain that a lot of you didn't mark me very well. And that's okay with me. It's perfectly okay with me. I don't even feel in any way upset by it. And they all sort of looked at, you know, you could see them all reacting, going, what? And I said, you see, There is one simple fact of life that I want to give you today. And it's one that I want you to remember for the rest of your life. It's very easy to sit in judgment, as you all have. But here's the truth. You all sat and judged. Me, I got paid. Think about that. Well, I want to tell you something. They burst out laughing. They gave me a standing ovation. And so what I was really thinking about was, what negative is going to happen to you in the next 24 hours, next few days, whatever, that you can turn around and make it funny? Because you understand what you do to your being when you take something that's tanking and you actually turn it into something that amuses you. Now, did it make the speech a good speech? No, of course not. But you know, they appreciated the fact that I could turn it around and turn it into a positive. And really, their judgment of me, and you know, I often quote Terry Cole Whitaker, and she wrote a book called, you know, What You Think of Me is None of My Business. And I said that to them at the time, you know what, quite honestly, what you think of me is none of my business. So look at your life and go, what negative can I turn into a positive today? And if you do that, you're going to be laughing a lot. As I was. This is Dear Mama Sal saying, I have a dream that we will all remember that we are just human. Remember to look after one another, but most of all, please, 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 look after yourself. This is Dear Mama Sal saying, bye-bye for now.